Today, I want to talk about twin flame first meeting signs because I've done several videos in the past diving into very specific signs we experience with twin flames. And the reason I create so many videos specifically on the signs is because there is no clear set of 10 signs, 30 signs. There's no master list of everything we will experience as twin flames that you can just check off box by box. The reason is all of these twin flame signs are energetically based, and the ways in which we interpret energy vary from person to person and from connection to connection. In other words, we could be having the exact same energetic experience and interpreting it into very different ways. This is why I like to explain twin flame signs from all angles and perspectives as possible. Because although we will interpret the twin flame energy a bit differently, there is crossover. There are certain experiences we are likely to share. So in this video, I wanted to do a deep dive into one particular aspect of the twin flame journey. That is the first time meeting your twin flame. Now, because I get asked this a lot, I quickly want to clarify. This could be meeting however you define it. Meeting as in virtually connecting through a social media platform, or meeting in the physical, like bumping into each other at a grocery store. Yes, there are few signs. I say few because there aren't many, but a few nuances on the signs, things that will only happen in that first physical meeting, which, as I've said in other videos, is simply because we do have a very physical energy and aura that extends specifically 6 feet out of our body. So there are certain signs you will only be able to experience in your twin flame's physical presence, but these are very few and far between, and all of the signs I'm going to mention in this video could also be applied to seeing pictures of your twin flame after you've connected with them over social media or video chatting them, because in today's world we are so connected to one another that we are able to energetically connect with people even over text, over Messenger, over social media, but absolutely over things like video chat, FaceTime. When you're able to visually see someone, hear their voice, and be having that back and forth communication, you can experience many of the twin flame signs without meeting face to face. So I know that won't apply to everyone. I just wanted to share that for those of you who may be wondering. So before I get into these twin flame meeting signs, let me introduce myself because I know that our beautiful community is growing so quickly. I always say that through this platform and this space on YouTube, love is catching like wildfire. And I just want to introduce myself to anyone listening who may have just stumbled on this video. Although, as I say, there is no stumbling, there are no coincidences. So there's probably a reason that you were drawn to this video. But anyway, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. So, the twin flame first meeting. The first thing to know about the twin flame meeting is that everything about it is predestined. Not just in this lifetime through your soul's intentions as they were developed through life, but even prior to this life. You and your twin flame decided before this incarnation what the circumstances of your meeting would be. You knew how you would meet. So it may seem coincidental to you, but there are no coincidences, and especially not when it comes to twin flames. Oftentimes, because of this destiny to your meeting with your twin flame, twin flames will look back on their meeting and say how coincidental or strange it was that they met, how crazy it was that they happened to be in that place at that time. Oftentimes, twin flames will meet under circumstances that they never should have met under. So, for example, these are just very random examples, but you could meet your twin flame at an airport where they had actually missed their flight or gotten the time wrong on their flight, but they have no idea how they got it wrong. And you could have actually randomly felt inspired to book this last minute trip somewhere. And then you could have met under these very strange circumstances where it just seemed so coincidental that they happened to miss their flight at the same time you happened to get the urge to go on this trip. Part of the reason for these coincidental meetings is because twin flames' lives are actually always running in parallel to one another. I have actually done a whole separate video just discussing the parallelism between twin flames and their individual lives. But essentially, you and your twin flame are always connected through all of your energetic centers, through your chakras, but predominantly through the heart chakra. This has even been illustrated as a silver cord connecting your hearts together. So you are often being drawn together throughout your lives. It may feel as though there were times in your past where you almost met your twin flame but didn't for some reason. This is because you were running parallel to each other. Again, I could talk about this forever, so to keep it brief and stay on just the meeting signs, I'll just leave that there. But just know why these meetings work in this coincidental, fated way. The second twin flame meeting sign is that the moment you lock eyes with your twin flame, it's hard to even find the words. I just got a wave of goosebumps, and many of you have seen my video just purely on twin flame eye signs, but this eye connection will be so profound that you will feel yourself practically knocked over energetically the first time you lock eyes with your twin flame. You will feel as though the entire world has completely faded to black. Nothing will exist except you and your twin flame looking at each other in that moment. Your gaze upon each other will be so intense that it may even draw the attention of other people around you. There will be this kind of magnetism formed between you. You've probably heard the saying that the eyes are the windows to the soul, but usually that first eye contact through your twin flame makes that statement 1,000,000 times more true. When you look at your twin flame, you will not only be able to empathically sense what they are feeling, you will, in that moment, simultaneously experience and feel everything the other has experienced and felt through that lifetime. That this is also why you will find yourself, and I guess this could be the third sign, telepathically being able to communicate with your twin flame, even in this very first meeting. The thing that makes the twin flame first meeting so profound is that many things happen in this first meeting with your twin flame that shouldn't be possible to happen in a first meeting with anyone. Just the level of depth between the two of you the easiness of everything, the connection, understanding each other so deeply, even knowing things about each other's past that were never said aloud. The entire getting to know you process, it would be an understatement to say that it's accelerated, because it's not accelerated, it's happening in an instant. In an instant, it's as though you reawaken to all of these things you have always known about your twin flame, because they have actually been in you, with you, all along, throughout your entire life. And this really leads me into the next twin flame meeting sign, which is, I've heard described by other twin flame channels. I'm specifically thinking of Twin Flame Revolution. They did a video on a twin flame celebrity couple, and they described this twin flame meeting sign as the feeling of uh-oh. And I thought that was so good, because that's exactly how it feels. You meet your twin flame and you instantly just know. You know that your life is never going to be the same. That this person, even though they've barely said hello, or maybe they haven't even said hello yet, but you just know that they are radically going to change your life, and you instantly are going to feel this thing coming, this wave coming, this intense upheaval that they're about to bring into every area of your life through this spiritual awakening, through this dark night of the soul, through this separation. It's as though you get this flash of a premonition where you realize that this person and you are going to go through absolute chaos together. You are going to experience a connection with them like you've never felt. It's going to change you forever. It's almost, again, it's like an intuitive knowing. It's like having a vision without having the concrete images. You get the echoes from the future with this person. You become aware of all of these future experiences you're going to have together, that really on a soul level, you've always been aware that you are going to have these experiences with a person. You've always known it intuitively, but it really comes to you and hits you in that moment when you first meet your twin flame, especially looking into their eyes. Of course, the next sign is familiarity. But to say that your twin flame is familiar is again a drastic understatement, because familiarity can actually happen in any connection upon the first meeting. You can feel familiar. In fact, you will feel very familiar about a soulmate or even a karmic connection, because there is all of this past life energy there, as well as your souls predestining, deciding to meet in this lifetime, which really creates that aura of them feeling familiar. But in fact, you can even experience familiarity with non-soul connections, because in the higher realms, in the fifth dimension that we tap into through our own intuition, through our soul, time doesn't exist. Everything is happening simultaneously. So when you meet a person, even a non-soul connection, with whom you are going to share a future, if this person is going to play some kind of role, an important role, especially in your life, you will be able to sense that future echo in the present. In that moment of meeting them, it's like you will have this wave of awareness that is you essentially energetically feeling what is happening in the future with this person. I know this is a little bit hard to explain. It's all very much in terms of energy, but I hope that that really made sense to some of you. But with a twin flame, it's neither of those things. It's not a soul, well, it's not just a soul connection. Of course, it is a soul connection, but it's not just a soulmate. It's not just a karmic connection. You do have past lives with your twin flame, so you will feel that. You will feel as if you have known this person before, because of course you have. You will feel a very strong sense of déjà vu, even stronger than you would feel with a soulmate or a karmic partner. Because twin flames tend to follow a certain trajectory depending on the set of twin flames. It's like they have this ongoing love story that spans from one lifetime to the next to the next. And the funny thing, not really funny, but kind of ironic about twin flame connections is, and this just came through, I feel like someone needs to hear this, that the reason your meeting with your twin flame felt so strongly like deja vu is because you actually lived a past life with your twin flame in which you met in uncannily similar circumstances. That's not going to resonate with all of you, but I just feel that someone really needed to know that was really coming through strongly. That you may have met bumping into each other at a grocery store in this life, but it felt so like not just familiar and not just deja vu, it felt like we have done this exact series of events before. And this is actually because you may have met in the exact same kind of environment, the exact same kind of place. You may have said a very similar thing to each other right when you met, even like in lifetimes ago, multiple lifetimes ago. So for some reason, the example I thought of, and maybe this is connecting directly with one of you, is if you met your twin flame in some public place, like I was kind of hearing restaurant or grocery store, you actually met them in that same public place, but for some reason I'm specifically hearing the 1950s. In the 50s, you met them in the same way, like in the same kind of way. And this, again, may just be applying to one of you or none of you. It's just kind of an illustration I got, that you may have bumped into them the same way, in the same kind of environment, but instead of, say, a restaurant, it was like this 50s diner, or instead of a big grocery store like a Walmart, it was actually a mom and pop kind of store in a small town in the 50s. But this can apply very broadly to your connection. In whatever way, whatever environment you met, there's a good chance that you met in exactly the same way. This is just one of those things that twin flames sometimes use, that they destine for themselves in order to assist each other in remembering. Basically, when twin flames decide they're meeting, again, everything is very specific down to the detail of where they're going to meet, how they're going to meet, when it's going to happen. When they predestine this prior to incarnating in this life, they often choose certain similarities to past lives in order to kind of bring up that feeling of deja vu, to further connect them, to ensure that they will have this very strong connection instantly and be pulled in enough to want to continue physically connecting in the 3D and continuing this connection. Another twin flame meeting sign, and I'll just go ahead and make this the last sign because this video is getting kind of long and I don't want it to go on for like half an hour. I could talk forever on this, but the last sign I'll say here is you will find yourself irresistibly pulled to them. And I don't just mean that you like being around them or that you're physically attracted to them. You will feel as though there is the strongest magnet imaginable attached to your twin flame and attached to you, and you will feel pulled into their orbit with a force as strong as gravity. This is again because twin flames are very energetically connecting. There is this fast-moving energy moving between them that is especially activated during that first physical meeting. So you will be doing everything you possibly can to get close to them, and it will feel almost irrational to you. Like you will just want to be standing face to face with them. If you're at a party or with a lot of people, you will do everything you can just to be in their gaze, to hear their voice directed at you, or even just to be within earshot, to hear them talking to someone else. You will just want to be in their orbit, in their energy, in any way possible. And the reason you feel this way is because of the resonance. We are drawn magnetically to things and people and experiences in our lives that resonate with us. And for twin flames, this is the most powerful magnetism, this resonance, because usually resonance just means that something or someone has a similar energy to us. This is why we like to listen to sad music when we're feeling sad, because it resonates with us. It matches our energetic resonance. With twin flames, their energy is identical. This is why they are divine counterparts, why their connection is irresistible, why there is this kind of magnetism between us and our twin flame. This is also why the only thing we need to do to be physically drawn together with a magnetic force to our twin flame, to be able to traverse easily, effortlessly, any obstacles between us, all we need to do is turn within and release any restricting beliefs, blockages, or limitations within ourself. And I focus it upon ourself, the self, because when it comes to twin flames, this truly is a self-healing journey. This is an inner journey, because twin flames are perfect energetic mirrors. So whatever is energetically going on within you is simultaneously happening in some form within your twin flame. And together, both of your blockages, especially those in the unconscious mind and the energy body, are demagnetizing you, weakening this magnetic pole between you and your twin flame. Of course, it can never be broken, it can never be cut, but it can be weakened. And the way it becomes weakened is through these walls we put up, or more often that are put up within us, through the ways we are negatively programmed subconsciously to believe we aren't worthy of love, we aren't worthy of authentic connection, that we have to repress or hide certain aspects of ourselves. I have created a 7-chakra twin flame clearing subliminal. This subliminal is designed to clear away these limiting beliefs, these restrictions, these so-called energetic walls, because as we know, the subconscious mind is the body, and specifically the energy body. Our subconscious is directly connected to the energy of our being. So when we have these subconscious thoughts, these negative thought patterns put into us through the ways we were programmed by society, our teachers, our parents, our peers, these then manifest as these metaphorical walls within our energy. And when we have these walls up around our heart, around ourselves, we can't get the energy of our being moving fast enough to magnetize ourselves for this connection. We can't sustain it. And then we also see these blocks manifesting within our twin flame. So this subliminal contains about 100 affirmations that bypass the conscious mind, because these messages are actually embedded within meditation sounds and binaural beat frequencies I've created that mask the messages to the conscious mind and therefore allow the messages, the subliminal unconscious affirmations, to only be deeply impressed upon your energy, upon your subconscious mind. So to access this subliminal, you can try it out completely free for 7 days when you create a trial account on my website, Sound and Soulful. The link to this subliminal is in the pinned comment and in the description box. Let me know in the comments below, have you met your twin flame? In this meeting, did you experience any of the meeting signs I shared in this video? I know that there are dozens and dozens of signs you can experience even just within that first meeting, so I know I left out many of them. Let me know if you have any further questions or anything you'd like to hear me speak about on this channel. I am so grateful for each and every one of you for being here, for sharing your beautiful energy with me here on YouTube. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you again in the next podcast.